pound down this assimilator. The Colossus comes over, does have high ground sight, and is going to start attacking these Marines here. But now Machine or Murder does know that IncontroL is going for Colossi tech, so he may be responding with some Vikings. And we do see 2 Vikings on the way. He's got 1 starport right now. Looks like preparing a 3rd command center and a 2nd starport. So he has taken care of, well, not yet taken care of the destructible rocks, needs to get over there. We see another drop coming in from the high cliff here. Again, trying to work down that assimilator, able to get it. And now these units are going to be retreating once again. Now 2 Colossi up. And this medevac just pulling back 3 HP over to the island, going to be healing up these Marines. See Phoenix coming out for IncontroL. So the Phoenix, very good for Protoss to keep a control on the number of Vikings that the Terran player has. First Phoenix looks like he's going to be heading over to this island, wants to take care of that dropship, taking it down in 1 shot, and it should be retreating here. And now these Marines are stuck, all 5 of them, over on this island. Looks like they're going to start taking each other out. So down go all those Marines besides just 1, as he's not able to turn the gun on himself. See IncontroL taking down these destructible rocks, creating a little happy face on the mini-map there. And now we see Murder pushing out. If we check the army tab, 3,000 compared to the 2,600, but I really think that Murder has a superior army comp at this point. He's got the counter in those Vikings, now 6 Vikings against the Colossi of IncontroL, just 2 of the Colossi right now, and just 1 Phoenix. That's not going to be enough Phoenix to take down all these Vikings. Vikings have very far range of 9, so they're going to be able to get in there and snipe those Colossi. Looks like IncontroL sending a probe across, wants to see the army of his opponent. And he's going to be disappointed to see all these Vikings. A scan coming from Murder, wants to make sure there are no observers here. And now we do see the orbital command being prepared and placed over by the gold. So pretty soon Murder is going to be very far ahead in the economy. He has his gold up and running before his opponent. He also has those mules. See IncontroL getting up the gold as well. And both players just trying to macro up, create a very strong army to take on their opponent. IncontroL still working off the 1 robotics facility, also working on upgrades. Does have them queued up a little bit here. Should be chrono boosting out these upgrades as well as more Colossus. Working off double Stargate to try to produce Phoenix. And moving across with the probe here, going to try to see if his opponent has any sort of hidden expansions. This Marine may take down that probe once it gets there. We see the units of Murder moving out and going to try to get a flank on the Colossus, doing a scan there. And now Murder going to be coming in with these Vikings, trying to take down these Phoenix numbers. Trying to focus them down. These Phoenix going down slowly but surely. Just too many Vikings on the field. A number of great force fields for IncontroL, making it so that the Marines and Marauders cannot attack the Stalkers and the Colossus in the back. Colossus with that extended thermal lance, range of 9, able to take down almost all the Marines and the Marauders. See a few Vikings trying to focus down the 1 Colossus here, and they are able to get down 1 Colossus, but not before all of the Vikings go down, besides just the 1 here. Do see a Phoenix coming in, trying to pick off these medevacs, as the medevacs have almost no support, no Marines and Marauders. And IncontroL here, if we check out the Army tab, 1,800 compared to the 1,775. Murder trying to rally more and more units to this central position at this tower. He's got a number of Vikings out on the field once again, and he also has a missile turret which can take on the Colossus if they get too close. These Phoenix are going to be focusing down those Phoenix. Once those are down, the Phoenix will have free reign against these Colossi. Colossi trying to focus down the Marines and Marauders. Stalkers coming in, trying to focus down these Vikings as well. Looks like Murder's going to be able to push out across here, perhaps take down this last Colossus for IncontroL. Now Murder turning the tide and going to be pushing the tower of IncontroL, stemming up, focusing down, trying to kite away from these Zealots. Medevacs healing up these units as they do stem, taking down all the Zealots of IncontroL, just one-shotting him there. Scanning again, going to try to take down the Phoenix. Again, the Phoenix are going to need to be in superior numbers to take down those Vikings. And now IncontroL bringing more and more Stalkers as well as a Colossus, trying to do damage against the Marines and Marauders, but being taken down so quickly by these Vikings. The Stalkers just not able to have any sort of answer for the Marauders and the Vikings of Murder. And now these Vikings are going to be landed, trying to do some economic damage, taking on these probes of IncontroL. The probes turning on their Viking foes there. A few more Phoenix coming in, but they need to be focusing down Vikings here. They cannot because the Vikings have landed. We see an Immortal coming out for IncontroL. So perhaps getting the Immortal out to deal with these Marauders and the Vikings. But not enough firepower on the field for Protoss right now. He needs to warp in a number of more units. Perhaps some Zealots to take on those Marauders. He's got a lot of minerals banked up here. And bringing in more Zealots to try to take down the Marauders. These Vikings are going to land, adding some DPS to the ground forces, doing a good job sticking behind this pylon, going to really limit the surface area for those Zealots. Some more Phoenix coming in here, trying to lessen the number of Vikings. The Vikings lifting off and focusing down the two Phoenix. Another Immortal streaming in here, able to clean up the the Marauders, and Murder's going to have to retreat here. So IncontroL able to warp in a number of units, but at what cost? He does not have much army right now, and we see Murder preparing some reinforcements, a number of Vikings, as well as a large force of Marines and Marauders pushing across the field right now. Also about to land his fourth command center. Stemming up, scanning, going to take down a number of these probes, long distance mining. Now IncontroL has to GG. Wow, so Murder taking down IncontroL here, able to make this series 2-1 in favor of vVv. IncontroL did not harass the economy like he did in the first PvT he played in this clan war. Instead, tries to get up a number of Colossus to take down the Marines and Marauders, but Murder able to do a good drop, harasses opponent, harasses IncontroL's economy the entire time, and then he also scattered out those Colossi. At the end, he had 3 starports up, all with reactors, pumping out those Vikings 6 at a time, and the Phoenix numbers were just not able to keep up for IncontroL. He was working off 2 Stargates there, but the Vikings just so powerful against those Colossus. Even though the Colossus are the perfect answer to Marines, the Marauders, the Vikings, taking them down quite quickly, and then the siege at IncontroL's gold. For so long there, I thought IncontroL was going to be able to turn it around, but it turned out that Murder was just macroing up, send in that huge force of reinforcements, and force the GG from IncontroL. So Team vVv going up 2-1, and IncontroL falling here. Really like to knock off 2 people at a time, but able to do a little bit of damage to vVv and even it up 1-1, but now Murder putting his team ahead. I'll go ahead and bring you Game 4, Murder against the next EG opponent coming up here. So thanks for watching this one. Take care.